I could have been so good to you. You're missing out on a great guy.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Hello, friends. Trace amounts of science. Guess what? We're back into Nice Guys today because why not? Seems to be performing well. People seem hungry for it. There's still some content out there that I haven't harvested just yet, so we're going to fix that today. Thanks for being here. Let's get into it. And, yeah, let's get into it. All right, we're moving on. This OP says, that's not the point of the post though. She wants to be friends with people who don't see her as a toy, not date them. Which is in response to OP addressing a Twitter thing, so we'll start with the Twitter thing. A girl says, dudes who think it's insulting to be friend-zoned obviously don't know how it feels to be bone-zoned. Is the possibility of us banging really my only worth to you? Lamau, learn how to be friends with people. Honestly, harsh but fair. Very, very truthy. And then a nice guy takes it the wrong way and says, well, maybe if you try dating the nice guy instead of friend-zoning him for attention and favors, then you wouldn't get bone-zoned. Oh yeah, take the entire argument and flip it on its head. You can tell he missed the point completely. You can tell that he's the nice guy that's just waiting in the wings. He's trying desperately to get into the bone zone, but I'm sorry. Only Chads are allowed in the bone zone. I just like saying bone zone. If I ever had a museum with like a bunch of dinosaur fossils and stuff in it, I'd call it the bone zone. What were we talking about? Who cares? Moving on. This OP says, when you're not only a nice guy, but you also hate natives. Well, I don't hate natives. I fed 100 Idas. We took them to McDonald's. Itas are the natives of the Philippines. You should check out that video on the channel if you haven't. At the very least, it can be used as some eye bleach after the depravity that we're about to witness. So OP says, K, this is like the first racist thing that happened to me. Made me feel real cheap, but that's just his opinion about my people. Just because I fell asleep when he wanted to hang out. Some people are so low, I swear. It's disgusting that people like this exist. We are a great people, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Well, I don't think he's capable of shame. Let's see what he had to say. It's Timmy, everyone! T-I-M-I. That's very close to TMI, too much information, which is what we're about to get. Timmy says, we'll get something to eat, though. Why? What's the issue? This is the thing, you fat tard! Native piece of poo! Glad the Canadian people screwed your ancestors over. You don't deserve a damn place on this land! STD-infested cavemen and women! Jesus, man. Where is all of this coming from? He's like, yeah, I really like native people, but mostly just so I can subjugate them. What the fuck? You're barely human, man. Just because they look different than you, you don't, like, recognize their humanity. I've seen it time and time again in the Philippines, too. Ignorant foreign fuck is just like, why can't you speak English? It's like, dude, I don't know. Why can't you speak Tagalog? Timmy does go on and says, you're not the first obese native girl out there, and you won't be the last. Oh, it's not just native girls he's into. He's into the big girls. Or maybe he just thought that her self-esteem might be low enough that she'd actually put up with this bullshit. I'm glad that's not the truth, though. I'm glad OP got the hell out of there. Your people are an abomination to the earth. No, you. You're so fucking insecure. No, you. Nothing worth more than a damn slave. Nothing worth more. I think you might have upmixed words a few there. He tried to call, OP doesn't answer, and then Timmy says, you'll never be a white girl. One white girl's worth 100 of you, bitch, and I mean every damn word, too. And then he sent like an emoji thing, which shows that he is not white himself, which is just, yeah, some deeply internalized racism. What the hell is even that? He goes on and says, you should end yourself. I would if I was that fat and shapeless. You might as well be a damn animal. That's why your treaters are trash, you savages. What the fuck, dude? It's really coming out of left field. But also, it's a really good chance to cut in the Savages song from Pocahontas. Elijah, if you please.
Savages, savages, barely even human.
You really think you're all that? You're nothing. I just wish the white people finished the job, shaking my head. Well, dude, as far as I'm concerned, white people did finish the job of ending slavery. I mean, except in the Middle East, where it's still pretty rampant, but we don't talk about that. And then you tug nervously at your collar. Opie finally gets up and says, hey, yeah, I fell asleep. But yeah, that's your opinion. Have a good day. And Timmy says, you're playing with me. And she says, I would never end myself over what someone has to say about me. And I'm not kidding. I fell asleep. But yeah, thanks. And he says, what are you up to? I'm sorry. I should have never said those things. Well, it's good that you realize that a little too late, stupid. Opie says, yeah, whatever. He says, can we talk? What's your phone number? Opie says, when you say mean things about me and my people, there's no coming back from that. Nor should there be, dude. That was like ludicrously hateful, massively un-okay. But at least you let your true feelings be known, I guess. We didn't have to waste any more time with all this, I guess. But really, it is terrifying the amount of vitriol that's hiding just under the surface. Like, you got some shit to work through, man. I ain't gonna be the one to help you through it either. I'd rather see you drown. I put my foot on your forehead and finish the job like you asked me to. Oh, you meant everybody. No, I judge people on an individual basis personally. But you, yeah, I'd like to see you sink to the bottom forever. And it looks like you're well on your way, so maybe I don't actually need to assist with it. So we'll move on. This OP says, all I did was offer to give him rides to work so he wouldn't have to walk. Yeah, there's your first mistake, is like being nice to anybody. People are rarely worth engaging with. Like, sure, you might be my coworker and stuff, but walking's good for you. You don't want to walk? Fucking hop on your bike. But he says, answer your phone, brat. Ha ha ha. You should totally call in sick and hang out with me instead. And OP says, ha ha ha. And he said, is that a yes or a no? And she said, lol, I can't. And he said, that sucks, cutie. Maybe another time. Yeah, brat, cutie, lots of pet name stuff going on, which OP doesn't seem to like none too much. And she puts her foot down, tries to put a stop to it. OP says, I'm just gonna say this now to get it out of the way. I just got out of a relationship, and I'm not interested in jumping back into one right now, but I'm more than happy to be friends, and I don't mind giving you rides to work. And he said, that changes things. Whatever. Oh, okay. OP says, how so? He says, I don't think I can be friends with a girl that shuts me down for that bullshit excuse. I haven't done anything to deserve being shut down so fast, but as usual, I'm not even given a chance. Why do you think you deserve a chance? Because you were in her orbit for some amount of time? That's redonkulous. I guess I just need to accept the fact that respectful guys finish last, and that will never change. Thumbs up emoji. And OP says, well, bye then. I love that. What do you mean bye? You don't want to talk to me no more? Who would? You're like a self-pitying little worm. You bring nothing to the table. Essentially, this is one less piece of bullshit that I have to deal with in the mornings. OP says, you said you can't be friends with me for shutting you down, so what else am I supposed to say? How about, sorry for leading me on. OP says, how was I leading you on? Giving you rides to work? Lol, I was honest and upfront with you, and that is not something that I will apologize for. Oh, love to see it. Heavy line in the sand. Go ahead, step over it, fucko. Lose a leg. He says, you gave me your number. I don't know about you, but I don't give my number to people I'm not interested in. Oh, really? How'd you get this job? Were you interested in the receptionist, and then she happened to hand it to the boss, and then you happened to find employment? No. You give your number out to professional relations all the time. I guess it was just OP's mistake to assume that this could ever be a professional relationship. She shouldn't have taken pity on you. She should have taken one look and said, he's a weirdo, he's probably ostracized for a reason, I'm not gonna fucking engage. And then we avoid all this heartache. OP says, lol, I gave you my number so you can let me know when you needed a ride to work. That's it. He says, screw it. Forget giving me rides to work. Just delete my number and don't talk to me anymore, please. We're done here. And she says, okie dokie. I love okie dokie. Get over yourself. And word of advice next time, don't try to be flirty if you don't intend on people catching feelings for you. Is giving someone a ride home a flirty thing now? I don't think that counts. I don't know why I'm even tripping. You're kinda a bitch and cocky when you have no reason to be. Like I said, get over yourself soon, cause no decent guy will want you if that's how you treat them, so good luck with that, LMFAO. OP says nothing back, which really, what are you supposed to respond to that? I guess you could give him a couple sentences and let him spin his wheels some more, but at a certain point, it's just cruel. And as we've seen, OP, not a cruel person, willing to give rides back home from work to complete weirdos who are reading far too deeply into it. The truth is, she was probably much looking forward to a day at work where you weren't there. If that could just be the case, like from this point forward, that would be great. And I could probably make that happen. You just hand in this string of messages to HR and heads start rolling. But again, OP I think is too nice. But that's okay. I'm not going to admonish her for it. We need nice people in this world, don't we? I do believe we've quite met our quota as far as buttholes go. Anyway, we're moving on. This OP says, I thought I was just dealing with a regular run-of-the-mill a-hole, but he turned out to be a nice guy in disguise. Yeah, they tend to do that, don't they? This one's got to be massively censored, but we will get into it. He says, hello, gorgeous. And she says, hi, who's this? It's me, lol. Did you delete my number? Laughing with tears. OP says, yeah, I did. He says, lol, why? And she says, no reason. Oh, lol. Well, do you want me to come over? And she says, no, I don't think I do. And OP says, for context, I never had this guy's numbers saved, but I couldn't just say that. I mean, you could have. It would have started the fallout a whole lot faster. He says, why not? And OP says, honestly, I'm just not very happy with the last interaction that we had. And he said, why? Because I came first? Baby, I thought you didn't mind. Oh, she might say that, but she minds. Of course she minds. How would you feel if it was all getting hot and heavy and then she just hops off like, yeah, I'm good, actually. I'm done. You do whatever you need to do to make it happen. OP says, don't call me baby. And yeah, I didn't get mine at all that time, or the time before that, or the time before that. Yeah, you've been extended many courtesies, and it's not happening clearly. Two pump chump for life. He says, so let me make it up to you. If you shave, then I'll go down there, because I don't like a hairy one. And OP says, yeah, how kind of you.
It's very 70s.
What's wrong? OP says, seriously? Yeah. Want me to send a pic? And OP says, Lamau, no. And he said, come on, pretty girl. What about just a nip? Yeah, go ahead, just one nip. Nothing else. And he said, anything. I miss doing it with you. And all the good times after. OP says, not happening. He's really just that desperate, just that hard up for options, and you can see why. This is what happens when we give no regard for our partner or their enjoyment. How long did you expect it to go on, truthfully? He says, why is it not happening? And she said, I already told you. He said, that's a shitty reason. OP says, would you still be hitting me up if I didn't get you yours every time? No. And he said, yeah, I would because you're gorgeous. And OP says, yeah, that's bullshit. Now just leave me alone. He says, well, F you too then, because you're ugly anyway. And I lied because I was trying to do it, so don't get cocky. Honestly, you're dumb as hell for thinking I would care about any of that. I lied, so what? At least I'm not a cold, heartless whore who sleeps with guys she met on Facebook. I mean, did you not also meet OP on Facebook? The gender is essentially the only difference here. I believe this relationship could have been long and mutually beneficial, but yeah, you just didn't give enough of a damn to make the right thing happen. Also, you put on weight during quarantine too, and you were super loose anyway. And OP seems to have sent these in the wrong order, so we'll read them in the right order. She says, no, you're just a desperate loser who sleeps with girls he met on Facebook. I mean, both of you are, sort of. That statement's gender neutral. You better take a long look in the mirror before you start coming after me and my weight, buddy, because that's not somewhere that I think you want to go. Please, and please talk to me more about my blown out clown pocket that had you begging me. Oh man, it's getting really real, isn't it? The gloves are coming off, the claws are coming out, the fur will fly. He said, get assaulted and die. You stupid skank, I hope you fall in a hole. OP just says, oof, you're an angry one. I'm not angry. I'm embarrassed for ever stooping so low to getting with you. And I want you to suffer. OP says, that's crazy. Ha ha ha. Just completely disconnected from the situation. I think that's the way to be. Then he sends a storm of messages. F you, slur, slur, slur. And he just says, okay, yeah. Bye, weirdo. Hope you have a good rest of your evening. And he says, end yourself. I could have been so good to you. You're missing out on a great guy.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Just one more chance to wind it back. If you just give me one more chance, this time I won't mess it up for sure, please. Oh, that's ambrosia. But you're just a stupid girl who needs to get woken up. And don't forget, I remember where you live. Yeah, don't forget, I have a fucking gun in my house. OP says, is that a threat? Because I also remember where you live. With your mother. Damn, dude. Are you trying to say you're gonna go to his house and shoot his mom? That would be hardcore. Please don't do that. His mom, she's definitely made some mistakes, okay? But she is paying for them now. She will be paying in perpetuity. He said, I'm saving money and being a good child and helping my mom out. Yeah, I'm sure she'll tell me the same thing. How much does he give you every month? Oh, well, he doesn't have a job right now. Not that you know anything about being a good person. OP said, oh, please, teach me your ways, nice guy. I am a nice guy. You'll never know what it's like to have me because you're too busy banging other ugly dudes. I saw your new man, and he's just as ugly as you are. And OP just says, yeah, you're mad weird. Goodbye. And then for subtext also, OP didn't have a new man. She says, I have no idea who he's talking about. He's just grasping at straws, truly. The whole thing is massively pathetic, but God, I'm so glad that I get to take a little glimpse into your guys' lives, you know, and just be like, wow, I'm so glad I'm neither of you. Especially that dude, but yeah, this whole situation is just, oof. I want better for you. I want better for you all. But you also have to want better for yourself. I guess we could sit back and chew on that one for a little while. Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed the episode, friends. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. Check out the Patreon and the YouTube memberships. Consistent money every month. Truly, truly helping us out here. We've also got a fourth wall if you'd like some merch. Oh, we sold our first Plague Doctor body pillow, which is pretty exciting. I'd like to buy one for myself, as a matter of fact. He's got nice, shiny butt cheeks. So go check it out if you're into it. If you can't throw money at the channel, that's okay. Maybe share the video around. I'd appreciate the heck out of that. Word of mouth, super important. But if you don't want to do that either, it's okay. I hope you just enjoy the rest of your day. Always remember, friends, that you are loved, you are worthy, you definitely, definitely deserve it, and I shall see you in the next one. So until then, bye-bye.